From live to independent news, we're the ones to watch in Fountain Inn. Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us for WFIN News 2. And we are continuing our afternoon coverage, as always, as the traffic is kind of slow today. Our Skycam network, if I can get my words right here, is showing a lot of slow traffic. This is I-85 North at mile marker 52, which is not looking too good right now. But we are going to continue to watch this for you. Yeah. But let's go ahead without further ado and show you how our other Skycams are looking like right now. We're going to take you to our tri-split momentarily, as you know how traffic this hour gets bad and just drivers just kind of get careless at this 5:30 rush hour time. They're trying to get home to the babies and church and whatever else is going on. We get it, but hey, there's no excuse for reckless driving. There's no excuse for whatever you be doing, because I know sometimes trying to get a little rough. Everybody's trying to rush, but remember, we are all going. I was always told, I said it like this, kind of simple. We're all going to the same place. It's always one of those as a kid, and still am to be. Always wanted to be the first one to the beach and everything. It's just who I am. This is look right now at our tri-split right now. On the left is I-85 southbound, mile marker 59.5, and on the right is I-85 north, mile marker 51.5, and both angles could use some attention. Let's just say that. There's just a lot of congestion this hour. That is always something that people are always trying to rush and get home, like I said, but we are fortunately still trying to rush to get you the news that you need to know about. Also, in just a little bit, we're going to tell you about some other breaking news that you can only find here on News 2. But after that, or before all that, we're going to turn now to our weather in just a moment. After today has been a nice, super nice, hot day, kind of. Started off very cold, which was a terrible thing. I strongly hate the cold. It's not something for me. I hate it. But we had to wake up that way, and just when you wake up kind of cold, it's just always just something terrible. But no need to fear, because in just a moment we're going to show you our weather. Will our weather get any better? Yeah, possibly. And then we'll have the current temperatures, plus news and more that you can count on, that you can trust with your friends here at WFIN News Center 2, the ones to watch in the upstate with local and independent news. So when we come back in just a moment, we're going to tell you about the latest on top stories coming up at 6. There are going to be main headlines after the former WYFF News 4 general manager passes away, and the still continued after a Greenwood County officer died. We're going to have the latest on that, plus his funeral arrangements, which we have now been given to. That and more will be coming up after the break, so make sure you stay with us, because that is continued heartbreaking news on both sides. Our complete sorrows and hopes and prayers go out to the Greenwood County Sheriff's Office, as well as our friends at WYFF4 after they lost their former general manager, and not their current one, but their former general manager. And we're going to tell you about that and more when we come up. So if you stay with us, continued local news and more coming up after the break. We'll be right back. Well, we're continuing to bring you this breaking news after the former WYFF News 4 president and general manager has passed away. When you know that our greatest sorrows go out to the family of WIFF 4 after their general manager has unfortunately passed away, John Humphreys. We do know that this story published by WIFF News 4 just May 11th, just 2 days ago. We know that John Humphreys died on Monday at the beginning of this week. We know prior to taking the reins at WIFF4 in 2016, John Humphreys served 4 years as a president and general manager of WGAL TV, Hearst TV affiliate in Pennsylvania. We do know that his 2016 appointment as president and general manager marked a return to WIFF4 for John Humphreys. We know where he served for 6 years as general sales manager prior to moving to WGAL. Before joining Hearst Television in 2006 at WIFF4, John Humphreys was director of sales of WBTV in Charlotte, North Carolina, and held the same position at WSPA in Greenville. We know he began his career at WSOC-TV in Charlotte, initially as a production specialist and later a sports reporter and anchor. We want to say our greatest sorrows go out to WIFF News 4. Let's go ahead and take you out right now at that time saver traffic right now, your Skycam network. After traffic is feeling a little spicy out there. Yeah, it's a little bit of a mess. I'm still trying to decide if we need to kind of boot up a little bit more of energy, you know? Make sure you get home safe because that traffic, people are just rude these days. I know, I'm always trying to get off or get on the interstate and people just don't want to let you do it and it's rude. But, you know, anyway, we're getting through our Wednesday and the weekend is almost here. I will say that. The weekend is almost here and we're going to get you to a great weekend. I'm hoping that you have a great weekend. But we want to turn, after this Skycam network check, so just, let's monitor that on the tri-split really quick as we go on a super small break as we load some more graphics into the screen. So just take a look at your time saver traffic on what you need to know for the rest of the afternoon. Yeah, we also want to turn now to breaking news on our news here at WFIN News 2 after the funeral plans have been made after a Greenwood police officer has died. We know this is all new into WFIN News 2 and was just released just a while ago. We do know that according to Greenwood officials, we do know that a community prayer event will be held at 10:30 a.m. Friday at Emerald Gardens Assisted Living and Memory Care located at 201 Overland Drive. We do know that actual funeral plans will be held. We do know that he died, so the funeral plans will be held at 2 p.m. on Sunday at the Finn's Horn Arena at Lander University. We know you can find that on more on WYFF4.com and their mobile app as well. We do want to remind you that just came days after he was shot. We do know that a 31-year-old officer in Greenwood, South Carolina has died on Monday when a 15-year-old driver hit his patrol vehicle at a high rate of speed and killed him. We know that according to we do know that in part quote that the man accused was trying to elude law enforcement, according to Greenwood Police Chief T.J. Colden. And we do know that you can watch the full story on WIFF4.com. We do know that there is exclusive Sky4 video that you can see on their website as well, and that was his image with his canine. According to officials, Keller died at the scene. Officer Don DJ Keller died at the scene, but his canine was in the car but was not injured. I'm going to say you can watch that in full story and more on WIFF4.com, your most trusted name in local news for all of the news sources that we can't hit all the time, but of course they have it all on their website at WIFF4.com. But we also do want to remind you that there are so many local voting things happening around our areas, and we do want to remind you that make sure you watch out for those voting times. When it is time to vote, make sure you vote for the person you want to happen. I know there is many representing many areas, including Rick Bradley, representing the Fort Shoals community, and so much more. You can find them all over town. Of course, you see their signs and so much more. But without further ado, let's go ahead and take you now to our live Super Doppler 2 HD, as today is not an impact day, I know, or an alert day, which is good. But let's go ahead and take you now to what we're looking at right now at our live Super Doppler weather here in the Weather Center, as temperatures and everything feeling nice. We do know that is of course great, because it was cold this morning. I woke up to get ready to go to work and school, and it was just like, bitter cold. So right now we're sitting at 78 in Greenville, 77 in Spartanburg, and 71 in Clemson. Those temperatures feeling very nice. Now, let's go and press play into the next several hours. Now, we do have several radar sites we show you. This is from WIFF4.com. Of course, we can't see temperatures in the next several hours, but we can show you that on our different models. But over the next several hours, 8, 10, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock tonight, staying dry as a bone. That is unfortunate. We need a little bit of rain, because we just had a little bit of rain, but we need some more, right? Over to the next overnight hours, we just stay dry as a bone. Now, when we come back, we'll have the full list of news and weather that you can count on, plus the full story on our weather for the week and for the weekend, because the weekend is just right around the corner. We'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back. Thank you for continuing to stay with us here on News 2. Let's go ahead and turn down to our radar as we do have potential rain on the way this weekend. I know it's hard to believe because we just feel like we all the time getting jinxed out of our rain. What it always seems like. Well, maybe not today, my friend. Maybe we might have a chance for some rain to knock on our door. Let's go ahead and show you in a bigger picture. Now, this is right now 73 in Greenville, 73 in Greenwood, Anderson and Walhalla sitting about the same story, 70 in Walhalla right now. Now, over the next several hours, during 8, 9, 10 o'clock, we expect to get down into the mid to upper 60s. That's the same story for all of the upstate. Pretty much, Simpsonville, Fountain Inn, maybe upper 60s. Now, we consider the mid temperatures at 0 to 5, and then our upper is 5 to 10, or 5 to 9, I guess you could say. So, technically, Simpsonville is in Greenville is in upper 60s, but 1 a.m., 2 a.m., we're staying on that 50s, riding the 50s. I know this morning waking up, it was super bitter cold. Now, 5, 6, 7 a.m., getting ready to go to work and school. Maybe kids are getting out of the car by lunchtime, almost, still in the 60s by 10 o'clock. 10, 11, lunchtime, maybe topping out in 70 in some locations. Most of the upstate from Greenville to Walhalla sitting about 70 by lunchtime tomorrow. That is going to be great news for all the upstate. Now, continued 70s through the rest of the afternoon tomorrow and getting down to the 60s and upper low to mid 50s by 3 a.m. on Friday morning. Now, getting ready for your weekend. 55 degrees about 9 a.m. on Friday. Kids are getting out of school, getting ready for school to start. Maybe if it's already started, about an hour. 50s. So you maybe want to bundle those babies up by the time they're getting ready to go to school. And then maybe once school day gets out, maybe kids are getting ready for recess. Maybe lunchtime, 1 o'clock, 70s. So it's about a constant trend from today, tomorrow, and Friday. And then in the overnight hours on Friday, 5, 6, 7, 8 a.m., feeling about the 60s. So we really don't get too cold early Saturday morning. Maybe touching the 50s in some locations, but maybe touching 50 by 4 a.m. But 9 a.m. and upwards on Saturday, back to the 80s. 84 is what we're topping out as our high. Maybe even 86 in some locations. So it's going to be a nice hot day on Saturday. Get outside as much as you can. Now, fast forwarding to Monday, because I don't see any impact days into our forecast. Or any alert days as well. I believe our rain days are pretty much over for this rest of this week. Yeah, we are pretty much done with rain. Maybe a chance next week, next Thursday and Friday. We're going to keep you up to date with our impact days. Live Super Doppler 2 HD impact days. Potential alert days for Thursday and Friday of next week. Not this week. So this coming Monday, 70s. And maybe having on an 80. Maybe a small chance for rain this Monday. About a 20% chance. Would I place a bet on it? No. You know, sometimes it rains and it rains. Sometimes it don't. Showing in some areas, potentially seeing some rain. 3, 4, 5 o'clock. Maybe a little bit more widespread. And early morning hours on Tuesday, potentially. But of course, we can't head into the next several days of next week. We can tell you that it's just going to be... hopefully nothing, right? We are tracking our hurricane tracker, though. Because hurricane season is literally not far at all. And this is something that nobody else is tracking but us here on WFIN News 2. Now, this, as you can see on your screen, I don't think it's a named system right now. But it's literally so far away from us in the United States. This is actually... excuse me, we're seeing some news coming into the newsroom. We're actually going to take you right now to our Skycam network. We do know potential law enforcement may be conducting a mission on I-85. What we just received a report of, and we're actually going to take you to whatever area that's at on I-85. Give us just a moment here. Get you out the door. I really cannot see much. We just saw this on Newsbreak. If you don't have the Newsbreak app, we definitely recommend it. It is something to get to experience. It is a pretty cool news app to help you know what's going on in the community faster sometimes. Sometimes it's faster, sometimes it's not. It just kind of depends on what you're wanting to see from Newsbreak. That is look right now at I-85, mile marker 23. I'm actually going to clock in of what we're watching on that. I'm trying to get the mile marker number. Looks like Greenville and Spartanburg is all we can see on that. There's no, don't really say which mile marker. Not really sure on that one, but I'm assuming maybe by GSP. Yeah, it just looks like slow traffic. Okay, well, where time saver traffic is looking, DeYoung Road in Spartanburg County looking good. Our Skycam network actually is talking and telling us what's going on right now. This is look right now time saver traffic right now as I-85 south. This may be where the officers are conducting something. Right on your screen right here on News 2, you'll only see with us. This is look right now at time saver traffic with I-85. We do know that there's law enforcement conducting something on I-85. Not sure what's going on, but we do know that we're going to get you out of it. So, if you are in this area of this part of the upstate, I-85 South, mile marker 57, where can we get you out of? That is the name of the game, what we're picking right now. I know it is, sometimes it's hard for us to find what exit we need to get you off of. Of course, this is before DeYoung Road is what I just saw. I clocked in on. Okay, so I-85 South, 58, mile marker 58, it's still just slow as it can be. If you're on I-85 South, you're heading into the traffic, heading onto the traffic on mile marker 58, which is actually on your screen now. I would try to get off on that exit, whatever exit that is, right there at I-85 South. Let's see if I can just kind of fade it. Okay, whatever exit that is, I-85 South, mile marker 57. If you're on I-85, mile marker 57, I'm not sure which exit that is, but we're going to get you off of there. Oh, gosh. Okay, we're going to get you off of there right now if we can. Whatever exit I'm looking at, okay, it looks like under that bridge is exit 58, is that exit 58? It's hard to tell. Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm reading something totally wrong. Yeah, it looks like you can get off right there. Whatever exit is right there, you can see on your screen, that little curve in the road has the exit on it. I'm not sure what exit, but if you're on that area, time saver traffic is saying get off of there. Get towards because if you're going to keep on going, you're going to keep on trucking right in this mess. And that's something you don't want to be in right now at rush hour on WFIN News Center 2. So watch out where you're going, because that is definitely something you don't want to be in this afternoon. I don't want to have to put you in that situation. So that is, we're going to get that on our split screen and get you closer to downtown Greenville. Okay, this is I-85 North. On the left hand side of your screen momentarily, and then on the right hand side of your screen, we're going to get you a little bit closer to downtown Greenville. And any other areas that are slow right now. Looks like everything is looking good right now. Time saver traffic. We do have a camera down, which is always terrible to have. But okay, well, we just lost the camera. But on the left side of your screen, I-85 North, mile marker 52, and Greenville County. No, I think that's actually, yeah, that's the Greenville County side. Okay, it looks like, yeah, it just looks like that camera is out. That is actually on the right-hand side of your screen is Fountain Inn. coming into Fountain Inn. I'm sure they know, or I'm sure they're aware of it. But you never know. There's no telling with DOT, South Carolina Department of Transportation, and all of those friends right there. It looks like any slow traffic. Here in the traffic center here at WFIN News 2, your home for time saver traffic. Looking like we do have stop and go traffic on between. Let's see, what is this? Trying to get something up for us. Looks like we do have stop and go traffic in Greenville on I-85 northbound between 146 Woodruff Road and exit 51. Pelham Road, exit 54. Looks like we have a delay of 15 minutes. That is your latest check on that right there. See if we can get us a camera. Some of these cameras are just not wanting to work today. I'm not really sure what's going on. Yeah, but that is a look right now at our map radar with traffic. Actually, we can get you a different look, a different angle here. Alrighty, we're gonna get you a little different look at our stop and go traffic right now. We do know that that is showing its colors right there. Yeah, some of these cameras do work. Some do not. This is weird, okay. We do know that everything else is looking good here on our time saver traffic. We're going to see if we can slide you in on that just so you can get a little bit more designated view of what there's to see. We're looking at that on our traffic map, but also it looks like slow traffic between Malden Road and exit 46 and Augusta Road. Looks like, yeah, that's the looks like that is about a 30-minute. It looks like it's ahead 30 minutes. That is good. But we're gonna get you on this system. Okay. Okay, what is on your screen is the tri-split and the screen that shows our traffic or travel times. Looks like that is all good. We do know that I-85 looks like East and North Street is a little bit slow by 15 minutes. We are looking at I-85 northbound, or I-85, I-385, excuse me, coming out of downtown Greenville. Looking in the green. I don't see any reds on our travel times other than potentially heavy traffic. Stop and go slow traffic in Greenville on I-85 northbound, in South Carolina 146 Woodruff Road, and exit 51 on Pelham Road. So, that is your latest check of time saver traffic. This report is brought to you by South Carolina Department of Transportation. Well, this looks like now at our time saver traffic and the Skycam network, as we are looking like on I-85 northbound, which is on the left-hand side of your screen, and looks like that may be getting a little bit faster there for you, which is good, as expected. Sometimes around rush hour, you can expect to be slower. Sometimes it's just a hit or miss type deal, and it looks like right now we may be getting in the clear, which is good, always good. So it looks like that is in the clear right now. Our time saver traffic and and our Skycam network, which is also two things that we run here at WFIN News 2 to keep you safe and on the roads and faster before. Faster always is better, because we always want to keep you on the road. So just checking out for you on your afternoon, just keeping you faster. So yeah, that's right now is good. So I think everything else in that category right now is looking pretty good, which is always good. Yeah, but traffic and everything in that manner is lighting it up for us on our afternoon. So hey, we can always take some nice traffic. But on your right hand side of your screen is of course our stop and go traffic, and just whatever comes today. But yeah, looking like everything is continuing to stay nice. So we want to let you know that this report is brought to you by South Carolina 511 and South Carolina Department of Transportation. It's not sponsored, but this report is brought to you by South Carolina 511. And that's your latest check at Time Saver Traffic. We want to make sure you know that this is just a normal Wednesday afternoon broadcast here on WFIN News 2. We hope that you enjoyed it, and we're going to continue to bring you local news and weather all the time, so make sure you download that WFIN News 2 app, and follow us on GroupMe, on the GroupMe thread that gets you faster and whatever else you need to know from us faster than before. So you want to make sure you know that we have something new coming up here on WFIN News 2, and it is something special called our WFIN News 2 Sports. And we are excited to be launching something like this because it's never before. As we queue out for our afternoon, we're going to show you the little trailer. I'm sure you've seen it when you entered, but this is look right now at our trailer as what to expect. Well, that was it. So make sure you follow us on YouTube at WFIN2 Sports. Keep you up to date with all Friday night games, as well as baseball around the country and so much more, as well as other sports that you can track with us here on News 2. But thank you for watching WFIN News 2. For the latest weather and time saver traffic, make sure you come back and join us.